What's up, guys? Today we've got something pretty awesome going on the G37 Sedan X. God, how did I miss that? G37 X Sedan. First, you should say hello
to our helper.
To the helper. She's just gonna be chilling in the car helping.
Hi, Sucks. You're about to get tall.
You're there for moral support. You just stay right there. It's nice and warm in the car. A little bit chilly today. Not like chilly, but you know. So we are working with Beluga Racing today to install. Thank you guys to Beluga Racing sponsoring this video. Really appreciative of this partnership. We got their Axleback exhaust for the G37 Sedan.
Actually, I think, because I was looking up the website and there is a different one for the coupe, I believe.
Oh yeah, so the Sedan and the coupe have different exhausts. Yeah. This is a Sedan exhaust, but it's compatible with rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive.
Is it? Okay, because it does say yeah, EX, so I didn't know what that meant specifically.
Exhaust, bro. All right, let's open it up. Okay. Because so basically, if you guys are wondering, as far as differences between an X sedan and a rear-wheel drive sedan, the real differences come from, there's two parts of the all-wheel drive sedan that are different from the rear-wheel drive. One is that the Y pipe is slightly different in order to accommodate for the front all-wheel drive system, and then also there's actually less space on the passenger side catalytic converter area. So this only really affects you if you plan to run something like Motordyne art pipes or anything with like a Helms chamber, where you have that like acoustic chamber that comes off, because basically there's just less clearance for it. If you want to get an aftermarket set of catalytic converters or test pipes or whatever, you would get the same ones for the all-wheel drive sedan as you would for a rear-wheel drive sedan. But if you were planning on getting a full exhaust system for an X sedan, you would have to be careful because not every Y pipe is the same. If you wanted to piece together a system, you could go with Z1 makes a Y pipe that actually works with the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive. So something to keep in mind if you guys are piecing together a system like we might eventually do. For now, we're just doing the Axleback. Maybe something with the cats in the future.
We got a sticker.
That'll come. Nice.
Got 2 stickers.
We love stickers. Heck yeah.
Nice.
So, here is the exhaust. Let's take a look. Nice and shiny.
Everything.
So, as far as like, if you were wondering, kind of like where the competition lies, I guess, because, yeah,
we'll put it out of there. Hanger.
Look at that. Look at that little burnt weld right there on the hanger. That's pretty cool.
Sure.
So let's do this. I'm gonna set it down. So if you guys are wondering kind of where the competition lies between like this exhaust and like what's on the market that competes with it, you're looking at like the Tanabe Hyper Medallion, which is also what's the name of the company that does it out here? That it's Revel. Yeah, Revel. So Revel / Tanabe, but the Tanabe system is basically about, I want to say almost exactly double the price of this one.
Yeah, this one I looked up. The coupe version is $350 or $340.
Yeah, this one's $389.
Yeah,
$389. So you're looking at about $420 shipped. Whereas, let's say you went on Z1 and you ordered the Tanabe Hyper Medallion / Revel exhaust, you would be looking at something along the lines of it's like $820, yeah. And then you know Z1 charges shipping on big parts, so realistically you're probably going to pay a little bit more than double to get a Z1 not Z1 exhaust, to get Z1 to ship you a Revel exhaust. I'm sure there are other options where you could buy a Revel system or Axleback and have it have free shipping, but personally The issue that I have with the Revel exhaust is the shape of the muffler. We'll get into that more.
Actually, it's thin, right?
It's just, I don't, there's a lack of symmetry in the muffler shape itself, but we'll get into that more. So initial impressions,
I mean, looking at the welds, it's pretty nice.
The welds are clean.
Is this double walled or is this single walled?
It's double walled.
Double walled.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Beveled exhaust.
Double walled. The muffler itself is packed, so it's a straight through design with packed.
Yeah, we're packing around the side.
Which is the ideal style for me, because chambered exhausts have a tendency to be a lot louder because of the lack of packing.
We wanted something really low key with this car.
Yeah, this car is a daily driver in California, so the point of this was to get something that had a little bit better sound, but wasn't quite hey look at me, you know. So this is the current setup that we have on the car. It's just a Porsche style dual kind of like overlap exhaust tip setup that we have on the 2.25 stock mufflers. So that's gonna come off and we're gonna throw this bad boy on.
Did you talk about that the coupe exhaust is bolt-on? The I don't know if it's just the sedan or it's a sedan all-wheel drive, but these ones are slip-on for it, so I'm assuming it's a sedan all-wheel drive both.
Yeah,
but these are slip-ons and the coupes are bolt-on.
Yeah, something that's it's interesting that Infiniti designed it that way.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why, but like
yeah,
they did.
yeah.
I'm actually hoping because it's slip-on, because this car came from snowy areas, it'll be a little bit easier for us.
Yeah, that's true. So we're gonna have to deal with some clamps, but first let's get the car in the air and then we'll go from there. Okay, so one of the things we wanted to be able to show you guys in this video is that you can install this exhaust yourself. This is not something that you need to go to a shop to do, unless you just don't have the tools or don't have the time or don't want to do it. Like,
is this where you say that and like the exhaust is so rusted together we have to go hit up Marco and be like, hey bro, yeah. I know we said we could do this ourselves.
That would be our fault for sure. Well, that would be the Philly car problem. But in order to get a one of these up in the air, you're gonna get all the way under the rear differential from the back. This car is lowered, but it's still not an issue with the jack that we have, so just make sure that we are aligned. Looks good. And here we go.
We also do have a wheel chock in the front to just kind of safety hold this, because we do have to work on a bit of an incline.
Yeah.
Once he gets this up high enough, we'll grab some jack stands.
Especially if you guys have a rear-wheel drive sedan, you definitely want to have a chock.
Yeah, this is at least all-wheel drive, so it'll like lock the front.
Yeah.
You know? Can you imagine?
Probably don't have to get this thing that high up, to be honest.
I don't think you need it to be too high.
Yeah,
so
I want it high enough that I can get stands under it.
Yeah, get stands under the side, and that's where we'll kind of go for it. My high-quality AC Delco jack stands.
So probably
a little bit higher,
a couple more inches.
Yeah.
Okay, so for you guys, you know, if you want to figure out a good spot to put your jack stands, there are pinch welds that are kind of like closer to the edge of the car. On this car, I personally don't like using them. Also, my side splitters kind of cover them, so I definitely can use them. So I personally prefer to use the frame rails. You can see them right here. This is a much more secure place. Just don't put your jack stands in the center. Well, I've definitely scraped my frame rail at some point. Probably wasn't me. Probably was someone else.
Wow, rip.
Hint, 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 hint. So we have a little special tool here that's going to deal with these bad boys. If you guys are wondering what tools you need for this guy, it's basically a deep socket 10 for the hangers. That hanger will pop off, and then you're going to need a deep socket 10 to pull this clamp off, this stock one. However, as you can see, this car being from Philly, it's rusted. It's very, very rusted. So I do not want to deal with that crap at all.
Well, we have this to deal with that.
Yeah. So this is an impact With, what's this, reducer?
Yeah, it's a 1/2 to 3/8 reducer.
1/2 to 3/8 reducer and a deep socket 10.
I could spray this black to tell you its impact, but I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah, this is not Snap-on.
No,
so we're not using our Snap-on.
That's Craftsman USA. That was the good stuff.
Yeah, it's Craftsman USA, bro. Made in the USA.
USA.
Oh my gosh,
dude, how have you not broken all?
Oh yeah, pro tip: if you guys don't want to get dirty and you want to be comfy and make cool noises.
No, if you want a crackle map for your car.
Yeah, do you guys want a crackle tune without your car being on? Perfect.
I'm just gonna land with this thing now. And just
Yeah.
sing with
All right. So
of the angel.
let's get into some impact bad boyness.
That sounds like it's spinning.
Yeah, because it's stripping.
Yeah,
It's stripping.
okay. Well, we'll just break it. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't need these clamps.
We don't need to reuse these, so it's fine breaking them and just getting them off however we can.
Let's see here. This one works. Yeah, that's a nice round rusted bolt.
Yeah, if your car's from a place where it snows, snow users, you know this pain.
Yeah.
You know, especially exhaust bolts. For some reason, exhaust bolts, they just immediately like do this.
Yeah.
They turn into garbage. So we may have to break out the Dremel and an extension cord and cut that off, but you know, we'll get in there and do it.
Yeah.
So if your car is not from the snowy areas, you shouldn't have to deal with this.
Yeah, no. There are some factors that you guys need to consider when doing this install if you guys have a car that came from a snow state. So these clamps, which used to be right around here where the axle back meets the Y pipe. No, that's not the Y pipe. That's the
Mid pipe.
The mid pipe. Oh, where the these nuts were stripped, and they were stripped because of rust and all that stuff. So we decided to take an angle grinder and cut that and pry it open. So there's our angle grinder. Cut and pry it open. If you guys don't have an angle grinder and that bolt's stripped, you know, you could use a Dremel. That's fine too. But another factor for you guys to consider is that the rear hanger, the way that it comes off is it unbolts. So these were rusted as well. So basically we basically decided that we were going to attempt to loosen the 4 nuts that hold these 2 hangers in place. And if we could successfully cut these clamps and loosen these 2 nuts, because this car is so rusty underneath, then we would do this, we would complete this install on our own. If for some reason we were not able to do that, we were going to take it to our boy Marco and have him take care of it. But it looks like as of right now, since these nuts are now loose, we can just basically unbolt these rear hangers, slide this out once we get this loose off this hanger, and we should be good to go. Oh, I locked the car on my own with a leaned on the remote. Poppy pop pop crackle tune. So we've got the hangers unbolted and loose right there. Crackle crackle pop pop. That's both sides. Now we have enough extensions to be able to do this, but there's a 12 on the side hangers right there, so we don't even have to take the wheel off, which is fantastic. If you don't have the right extensions, just take the wheel off.
That's gonna be a pain.
Yeah, we'll grab the breaker.
Yeah, we'll grab the breaker.
So the breaker is right here. There we go.
This is either gonna go great or before.
That would, it's turning.
I'm gonna wipe this extension off. Still has the oil they shipped it on, you know?
Hmm?
Still has the oil from when they shipped it.
Oh, you haven't used it?
Not this one. Haven't had to.
Well, finally break it in.
Whole exhaust just like collapses to the ground.
Yeah, maybe I should support it, huh? Yeah, maybe I should support it. So, we've already unbolted the rear hangers as far as the axle back is concerned. This is the front hanger. I'm gonna get under the car so that we can kind of finagle this out without causing any damage.
Yeah, it's sliding forward, so it's probably gonna collapse in the films.
Yeah. Okay, so we unbolted that 12 from the side hanger, or front muffler hanger. And then we took a little hammer, mashed it right there. And
I want to pull that clamp off actually so we can show it.
yeah.
So this kind of clamp is almost like an OEM V-band type clamp.
Yeah. This basically seals these two knurled edges together.
And you can see how stripped this guy is.
But you know, it does slip in, so
yeah. Actually, it does slip in a different direction than we originally thought as well.
Yes. So that's going to be
I'll show you that over here.
interesting. But
let's see if we can get under here. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you can see that it slips out this way versus going in that way. So we're gonna measure the new exhaust spot right there to see which side goes on which side, basically. And then start to slip this on.
yep. So we got the driver's side one out. We got this nice little emblem right there.
It's not on the other side, right?
I don't believe so. So it's a single side, which is whatever.
It's kind of a vibe though, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't really want emblems all over the place, you know?
I kind of like emblems all over the place.
Yeah, I suppose. So,
Come on, bro, it's right on the side.
come on, man.
Come on, man.
So,
Please, boss.
we got the hangers off with some WD-40.
Yep.
This back one on the stock muffler, it's kind of like a shelf here, which is kind of annoying. So I'd recommend taking just like a flathead, prying it in, and then getting it over the lip, and then just kind of rotating and pulling.
One thing to note, this is pretty tight and good. This is a little, it's really not going to matter that much.
Yeah, it won't matter.
But just so you know, it is a little,
yeah, it will be loose compared to the
stock setup.
Yeah. So now we're going to determine if this goes outside or inside the mid pipe. So we will find out in a moment and
let you know.
Yeah. And we're back and we're on the ground.
And we've had food.
And we've had food. So the light has changed, as you can see.
Food is good.
So something for you guys to keep in mind when you guys install these exhausts, or any exhaust in general, is that you really got to make sure that you wipe down your exhaust before you turn on the car and let the exhaust get hot. Because if you leave any like oily prints or anything on the tips or the mufflers, like you're definitely going to see it. So we did that. And
glass cleaner.
Yeah, glass cleaner will work, and like a microfiber towel.
Yep.
But it's on.
Looks great.
Looks fantastic.
Looks great. We had to spend some time aligning it.
We did have to spend some time aligning it.
But you know, that's actually pretty common with Mustangs actually. We haven't seen it yet, but my friend has a 2014 Mustang GT. And I don't remember what axle back it was. It was maybe a Magnaflow or something.
Yeah.
And the axle back on those is even worse actually, because it's rounded for where you connect it. So like you're having to sit there and really tweak every little direction to try and like, the only thing that they kind of give you out of the box is the distance. Yeah,
it's a little tricky when you have something that's kind of just an axle back, whereas when you have like a full system, like the full system is just going to bolt all the way up.
Well,
you know?
actually, I think it's kind of dependent because, like, you know, we put the HKS axle back on the fit.
Yeah.
But it's bolt-on. And when you have something that's bolt-on, you don't have a lot of adjustability in it because bolts in place. Yeah. This being a slip-on, you know, you have to kind of find the right position, find the depth, find kind of where you're happy with it. Yeah. So all in all, this looks great. No, I'm actually very happy with it.
I like the double walled tips.
Do we have the old? Yeah, actually, let's just grab one of these guys. All right, there we go. I'll just set
that's the left side, right?
That's this side right here.
So just to give you an idea.
This was our old setup, which does still look good. I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, but I'm really not upset about moving to kind of single, bigger outlet, you know? Yeah. It is nice because it's double walled. That's always like, when you're looking at like fancy exhaust versus like, you know, race car exhaust, having like a nice double walled exhaust makes a difference. Yeah, for sure. You know? All right, well, let me pop in and give it some revs. Sure, we'll get some noise going. We're gonna make a better exhaust video down the line. Yeah, but this is just kind of an initial. Yeah, this gives you an idea of what it's gonna sound like. We'll get a better video with some drive-bys and some other, you know, stuff. It's got a great note when it starts. It does. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
What I like is it's not a very, like it's VQ sound, but it's not high-pitched VQ sound.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, and this was exactly what I was looking for when it came to this car, because being in California and, you know, having all these rules that we have.
Laws
and rules.
Yeah, you know, cops like to
pull
you over.
They like to find a reason. And I didn't want to give anyone a reason to pull me over.
I think this is actually a really good compromise in that aspect, because it's good low tone. It sounds good when you open it up, because obviously we drove it around.
Yeah.
But it's not anything that's super loud. It's not anything that's super flashy in terms of like noise levels, you know?
Yeah.
It's not something that's going to really like get you pulled over, unless if you're getting pulled over and they complain about that, you were probably already doing something else that's kind of stupid, you know?
Yeah, exactly right. Also, to give you an idea of what it sounds like in the car, we'll do that in the exhaust video as well, but it sounds basically the same as, you know, there's like a little bit more of a bass, you know, to the exhaust.
But I don't think there's like any noticeable drone. Nothing bad.
No drone, nothing that I've experienced. So all in all, well played, Beluga Racing. Thank you guys for the exhaust. It's fantastic.
We love it.
We're happy with it. We're excited to do the exhaust video. So if you guys want to check out Beluga Racing, we'll put a link to the exhaust in the description and in the comments down below. Let us know what you guys thought of the install, what you guys think of the exhaust, if you've been looking for anyone who's done an install. Just keep in mind that with slip-on style exhausts, there is a little bit more work that you're going to have to put in as far as the adjustment is concerned versus a bolt-on style. Bolt-on, you just bolt it on.
Which again, for the record, the coupe is a bolt-on, and the sedan / X sedan is a slip-on.
Yeah.
So if you have a coupe, you won't have to really deal with that. It took us a little while to kind of get it right and really dialed it in. If you have a coupe, you don't have to. If you have a sedan, you'll spend some time playing around with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, it was a lot easier if you've come from Honda exhaust installs like we have. Getting the hangers off by just unbolting them and then sliding them off the muffler while they're off the car was super awesome.
That was really nice.
So makes the install really doable.
Yeah.
If your stuff is rusted like us, you may have to grind the clamp off.
Which, you know, it's a little more, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So, and if you guys go to an exhaust shop, piece of cake for them. So let us know what you guys thought of the video in the comments down below. And if you like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you, Beluga.
Thank you, Beluga.